Yeah, hi everyone. I hope you guys are eagerly waiting for this video, and definitely this video is going to gear up your preparation a lot because I think we are left over with hardly 100 more days for your final exam, for your final end. Okay, there is an end point, should end with some sort of success, right? So, for this, these are the few issues that students are frequently asking. Like, once we are done with this weekend examination, the scores were not that great, but they're good enough to get into GDCs. I'm happy for that. But there are many pings today for me in personal regarding the few issues, and I want to list out these issues as the following topics. One is not able to manage the time, particularly with the interns and people who are working in the clinic for the part time, and third category are the housewives who started their preparation after a long lap. So these are the common issues regarding the time management. And second one is there are many category of people who are not able to increase their scores. They're at a 130 to 140 or 150 to 170 or 180, but even after repeated revisions or repeated hard work, they're not able to increase their scores. Apart from that, they're making many sort of silly mistakes which are regular direct picks from the dental pulse or the discussion part. Even then, after sort of revision, they are not able to rectify these silly mistakes. So that's an issue. And third category is stress management. Stress is out in, I mean, it's like even if you see the topper of today's session of or the top five, all these top five has a complaint of stress. They're not able to manage their stress. So I just want to give a brief ideology first of all, and how to overcome this, the second part. Okay, so it's just going to be a correlation thing. Just please try to, because all of these are out of experience, in particular interacting with many students, how they overcome. So it's just going to be a suggestion if you accept it and if you practice it, and it's going to be a solution for you. Okay, so we'll start the things. First of all, the issue with the time management. So for time to manage, first of all you need to have time in your hand, because I can just give a vague statement regarding the time is like anything in world can be reversible except the time. Okay, even if you die up to a certain level, the CPR can be done and you can come back, whereas time, once it is lost, it is irreversible. So don't ever waste your time. So please try to give your time. Okay, we are done with more than logically, if you take the time into consideration, we are done with more than 65 to 70% of time of preparation was already done, right? We are left over with some hard 100 days. So I want you guys to give your best time for these 100 days. And people, the regular question like how many hours I have to study to get into a GDC, that's a bad question actually. How much time you can give, you just give it. Like I can give 8 hours, go ahead. A housewife can max give 8 hours, go ahead. I can show you there are many housewives who used to study to 6 to 8 hours with a concentration, with good concentration, end up with GDC right now in GDCs from MDS Conquer. So I can give 8 hours, go ahead. I can give 10 hours, go ahead. I can give 14 hours by quitting the internship, go ahead. There are many I can show you. There are many interns last year who have started the preparation the last 3 or 4 months, used to sit for 10 to 14 hours, and right now they're in GDCs. I can show them. If you want, I can have an interaction with them. So it has happened and it's going to happen again if you do that. So it's all about how you provide time for yourself and how effectively you can use the time, the second thing. So for this I have a technique, like as if you go through the NEET examination, the regular NEET examination, it has a different pattern of preparation from if you compare with the last year papers. Like if you compare with AAPG, the pattern of preparation is going to be different. All India PG, if you compare with the AIMS, that's a different pattern of preparation. If you compare with PGI, different state level examinations which are used to be done previously, the pattern of preparation is totally different. And NEET, it is completely different and a vague preparation. You need a multi-directional preparation. Means you need to balance both the clinicals and the non-clinicals. everybody can bang something better in the clinical. So you have to be more accurate, and you have to be more, you should show more accuracy in the non-clinical part rather than the clinical part, because I hope you guys are well trained in the clinical session so that you can give a hectic competition in the clinical part. Now you need to move to a non-clinical direction to get the best out of this NEET. So for this I have a strategy. This is all example. I can give some sort of example. So if you take 14th August into consideration, try to divide your day. For example, this is a 12-hour schedule. So you may go for a 15-hour schedule, or you may go for a 10-hour schedule. So accordingly, you divide the day into 3 or 4 parts basing upon your convenience. So this I have divided, like I have 12 hours of preparation time, and I have what are the things I have to do. I have categorized them and I have divided them in such a way. So I have given 3 hours, I have given 3 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours and 1 hour. This is a 12-hour schedule. So 3 hours, first 3 hours I am planning to go for the present subject. So what are we discussing right now? For example, right now we are going with general path. So I want to cover general path task of today. So in the next 3 hours, I want to cover 1.5 hour cons revision and 1.5 hour endo revision. I want to do it today itself. So the next 3 hours, again you go for the present subject, general pathology, continuation. Followed by the 2 hours, I want to cover few topics of pharmacology. So last 1 hour, like whenever you feel bored, try to open power play books and try to do that. So this is how you need to plan. You need to divide the day. For example, you can clearly observe that I have concentrated on cons and endo. That's a clinical part and non-clinical part. So present subject is, you know, that present subject right now is going a non-clinical part, right? So whenever a non-clinical is going in the present subject, try to give more attention to the clinical on the other side. Whenever a clinical is going on the present subject, give attention to the non-clinical, so that you can balancing the non-clinical and the clinical part. So I want you guys to keep a separate time, whether it is 1.5 hour for the PP books, because PP books are a condensed format. You can, if you take into consideration of these 5 PB books, they're going to cover a part of dentist, they're going to cover a part of dental pulse, they're going to cover all hi-fi textbook oriented things in a condensed way. So if you learn 10 pages of PP, that is equal to more than 50 or 60 pages of dental pulse. So I want you guys to give much of your time to power play books, because power play books are prepared in a way that majority of the NEET questions are covered in between, majority of the NEET special topics are covered in between. So I want you guys to spend in such a way. So you divide the day into 4 or 5 parts according to your convenience, and give half of the day to the present subject and half of the day to the rest of the part. Like if it's going clinical now, go for the non-clinical. If it's going non-clinical now, go for the clinical. So there are many people pinging me, sir, we are late to the test series and we have not completed this topic, we have not completed that topic. Yeah, you give, like if you're planning to go for 12 hours preparation, give 6 to 8 hours for the present subject, and rest over 4 hours for the subject which you have not covered. For the subject if you need revision, or people who are already done, you can keep it as a cumulative part. So you can keep 3 hours for the present subject, 3 hours for the next subject, and these 3 hours you can keep for the cumulative part, and you can go power play. So the strategy of preparation, you can start it, you can start the things like this what I have mentioned now. Once you're done with this, like next month you can give more sort of time, like 3 hours or 4 hours for the practice session. Like you need to practice more MCQs. So simultaneously read synopsis, read clinical, read non-clinical, read memory-based stuff, read power play books, and simultaneously practice whenever you feel like you're bored. So there's a sort of stress relieving pattern also. Like keep on changing the book. Don't keep one book aside. Like if you feel bored and if you feel frustrated with general path, open something new. Open something which you like. Like I used to love pedo. Like I used to finish pedo in just matter of 1 hour whole, with the synopsis and MCQs. Like whenever I was frustrated with this pharmacology or biochemistry, like I used to open pedo and I just used to turn the pages very fast within 10 minutes. Like once I'm done with the pedo in 10 or 15 minutes, I used to get lots of confidence. Like with that confidence, again I go back to the present subject and again I do. Again, if you get frustrated, do something. Don't waste time. Do some MCQs. Do something that is necessary and important for examination, at least for these 100 days. asking you to continue it throughout the life. I'm asking you for these 100 days because these 100 days are going to decide your fate, yes. So this is one issue where you need to focus on. And one more is revision. Revision. Many people are lagging in this. I'm very, very sorry for this. You need to focus and give sort of attention for the revision. In fact, there is a rule for the revision, that is actually the 70-30 rule. 70-30 rule is like, once you are at the end of the preparation, once you are going for the second or third round of revision for the preparation, you need to give 70% of attention to the revision, and 30% you need to go for the new things. So I want you guys to give more importance to the revision rather than reading the new stuff. People who are reading for the second time the same subject, revision should be 70%, and 30% try to learn new things. Okay, this is one of the important aspects that you have to, you can see the growth. Okay, you can see the growth, right? You can see the growth, and the basic thing is like, is almost same. That is the confidence. The soil that is giving you the support to grow is a confidence. And whatever we are adding, the ingredients, like the things that are necessary for the plant to grow, the water or the manure or the minerals that are present, are we add. But the basic thing that gives support to stand is confidence. So many of us, we are lagging in the confidence levels. That is a bad issue. We should never do that, because the only person that you can trust forever is you. If you are not confident enough in yourself, there is no point. Like, I can give an example. Like your friend, your best friend, he has lots of confidence on you, like a mentor. Okay, take myself as an example. One student who is pakka perfect, I told, like, she is going to get, and yeah, you're going to end up with GDC for sure. I used to tell like this, like, I have confidence on you, right? So you need to carry the same confidence, because you are the one, like, you yourself, if you tell like, no, pakka, I'll not get GDC, then who is going to support you? Who is going to support you? You should never tell that, like, I'm unfit for this, I can't do this, I'm not able to do this. Don't tell yourself, because there are few things that are going to happen if you tell. Okay, there's a few things that can happen. Please don't ever compromise in what you want. Whatever you want, you think in a positive way. I want this, I want to be this, I want to be in this college, I want this department, I should have my life in such a way. Don't compromise, because at least your molecules around you will accept and will do and will help you whatever you want. That is the nature. That's the positiveness. That's the positive molecules. If you speak positive, the molecules will move around positive, and things will definitely happen one day. If you speak negative, even if you're working hard and you speak negative is going to happen. So don't ever have negative thoughts. Always be positive, move positive. So that's what the confidence is. Yes, I will do this, I can do this, I'll make this, I'll finish it off. So whatever we are doing in a best way. Conquers, you can just trust me. This is what happened with the last batch. This is what happened with the last batch. And I trust you that we are going to make a decent, successful result at the end. Definitely we are going to have many GDCs, many colorful, successful results on Jan 2018. That's for sure. But the better we are confident, the better we can tackle things, the better we can tackle the life. So I want you guys to be more confident. Like, the support for this plant is the soil, right? That is the confidence. And rest all things, you are adding few things, I'm adding few things, the team is adding few things, your friends are going to add few things, your parents are going to help you in few things. So all these things make yourself grow into a tree, and that's what the success we all want right now. So please focus on revision, and you should be confident always in these 100 days. Yes, I will make this. Yes, I can do this. So this sort of things I have to hear. No sir, I'm not able to make this, I'm not sure, I can't do this, I'm not able to manage them. No negatives. Never, don't ever talk a negative word with me. I'm not going to accept any negative sense or any negative messages from yourself. Think positive, sir. I'm trying to do this, but there are few things which are dragging me off. Give me some sort of energy, give me some sort of positiveness. Come on, let's be positive. Positive. It's going to make just people start throwing, or people they throw things negative to you. Just catch two negatives, make it positive, and throw them back. So this is what an attitude of a conquered student should be forever. This is the one that's going to make you to stand in this world. This is one that's going to change your life. Be positive always, whatever the situation may be, whatever the things may be. That's what happened. Because I'm getting lots of messages like issue with my grandfather's health, issue with my grandmother's health, issue with my father's health. There are lots of things happen. Like there things happen that few students. I mean, few of my students, they have suffered from very dreadful diseases. Few students, they met with major accidents, suffered a lot, come back, and lots of things happened last year, and lot of things are happening right now. So everything at any point of life, anything can happen, but we should be ready for that. We should be ready for that. Yes, something has happened, accept it. Topper of the MDS Conquer last year, MDS Conquer, Monisha, she met with an accident. Once the AIMS is done, she met with an accident. Similarly, the topper of the Andhra and Telangana topper, Pratibha, who used to take discussions, she met with an accident after AIMS, and she was with a fractured hand. She has prepared for 1.5 months for the NEET exam, and she stood at 55 rank in all India and first in Andhra and Telangana right now in GDC. Same happens with so many. One of the intern, he met with a major accident while he was preparing. He was 2 months on the bed. Then after he started the preparation, right now he's in GDC. It's going to happen. Now today I got 3 or 4 calls. 2 people, they met with an accident. One person, 2 persons. One grandfather expired. One father expired. One grandmother and a very serious condition ICU. Because it happens every year. It happens. Because we are not kids, we are 25. Definitely our parents are going to be in and around 60 plus. Grandparents are going to be in and around 80 plus. So things will happen because life expectancy is around 65 to 70. So things will happen and you should accept that. That's what happened while I was preparing my first batch student. I still remember her, Dr. Kirti. Right now she's in GDC Hyderabad Ortho department. 2 months before the examination, her father expired. But guys, please make a note. If you have not get through the examination because of this issue, your lifelong tag is like anybody can come and ask you like, why you have not done MDS? Like, I have prepared well, but during the examination my father or my mother or some sort of health issues in the home has disturbed my preparation, and that's the reason why I have not done MDS. So this is an idiotic reason that you can give. Because of them, they feel like you should be happy. They feel like they want your success. So they should not be reason behind your failure or behind you to be like that. Please think about this. Like, you need to overcome. I'm not asking like emotionally you should be it's a rule, but it's true, because you have to start the cycle again from the day one. That's a very bad move. Yeah, take a break of 1 week. The brain and heart should accept it. Once you're done with this, you need to move ahead. So that's whatever it is. Like, I can still remember there are people used to cry. There are people used to ping me at odd times, and I was not in a position to help them, but I can just motivate them with my words, and I can give suggestions, because I'm one of the person who has suffered a lot during my preparation. Okay, I have a major health issue with my brother, followed by a major accident with my father while I was preparing. So you need to overcome it. I still remember that last year there were 3 or 4 students who are very, very close to me. They have so many issues. In personal, they have so many issues with the families and everything. But at the end, once you're successful, these issues are going to be the motivational. Like, right now I'm talking about Pratibha. Right now I'm talking about Monisha. Right now I was talking about many people. I felt happy because they're successful now. Issues they have faced, like one girl, Aisha, 2 months before the examination, her daughter was suffering from dengue, I think, like a major. It's just like a 1 year kid. How to manage a 1 year kid who was severely ill in the hospital, and on the other side preparing for examination, which is a dream of her. If it is not, if not now, it's never for her, right? At the time. Thank God, right now she's in a good clinical department in one private college. That's a motivational story for us. That's a motivation for myself itself. Like how these mothers are able to manage the things. Like there are many mothers. Like Sifa last year, mother of 2 kids, a lap of after 5 years, she banged Kerala 21st. I'm sorry, 17th rank in Kerala. Right now she's in GDC pedo. Last year Resina, rank 123 odd, all India. Right now pedo GDC again. Mother of 2 kids, a lap of 3 years after BDS. But they have the best. They know how to manage the things. And you mothers, don't get panic. You have so many inbuilt skills. If you take them out, you can create wonders. That's what happened. I can show the plenty of mothers, like even Shravani. Right now she's in SVS Endo. She got GDC, but she quitted it because she want Endo itself. I mean, she's a mother. She's a clinician. Used to travel long distance, take care of the clinic, take care of the illas, take care of the kids, prepared simultaneously, ending up 8th rank in the Telangana state. That's very great to see such people who are able to do things, and where we are. No personal issues, no responsibilities, nothing. Sitting idle in the hostel, doing chit chat with the friends, enjoying with the Android phones, with Wi-Fi, and where are we? Come on, we need to grow up, particularly in that direction. So this is one of the issue that many of you guys are complaining, but you can overcome with your willpower and the confidence. Like these are the two important things that you need to have before you start the things. Like the tree, it needs a soil to support. Once it has a support, then it can grow by itself, right? So that's a good thing. And one more important thing is like how to increase your scores. That's again an issue, right? So how to increase your scores? The best method of increasing the scores is by solving majority of the questions by elimination based. So I'm just going to give an example how you need to do this. So first of all, you guys, so while you're giving a paper, I want you guys to take an A4 sheet. Okay, I want you guys to take an A4 sheet, keep an A4 sheet, and keep a pen. So these two things are important. They should be on the left side. For a right-hander, they should be on the left side, because rather than going with the pen, you need to work more with the mouse, right? So the final exam, you need to spend 240 questions you need to make, and the time duration is 3 hours. So you need to work more with the mouse. So in front of the high resolution desktop, you're sitting with a mouse in your right hand and a paper on your left side. So if you're comfortable, you can keep the paper on the right side. So once you are reading a question, like once you're going through a question number 1, so this is what, okay, you're done with the question, and you just think in your brain that you understand the question clearly or not. Have you understand the terminology in the question clearly or not? Have you able to identify the key point, key word in the question or not? So these are the 3 things that you have to practice. Like once you catch the keyword, once you understand the question, yes, go ahead. You can just keep a dot, means I am done with the question. So go through the option A. Yes, I am done with the option A, 1 more dot. Option B, 1 more dot. Option C, 1 more dot. Option D, 1 more dot. So once you're done, go ahead. This technique of all the 240 questions, it may take, in the initial stages, it may take some time, because as you're doing some paperwork, So do this for all the 240 questions. So by using this technique, you're giving your brain to not to skip any sort of word or a keyword particularly. Few questions the meaning will change if you skip except. True, which of the following is true? Which of the following is incorrect? Answer is different. Which of the following is correct? Answer is different. So you need to underline the keyword. Identify the keyword. You should not skip any option. For example, which of the following irrigation solution is most commonly used in the endodontics? Option A, NaOCl. That's the right answer, right? Go. That is the right answer according to the dental pulse. But the question is different. Which of the following is most commonly used irrigation solution? Option A, NaOCl. Option B, saline. Option C, EDTA. Option D, chlorohex. The answer is saline. 0.9% is saline is most commonly used irrigation solution, followed by the hypochlorite. If saline is not there, you can go for hypochlorite. That's what the question in the dental pulse. If the saline is there, you need to go for the saline. We know that, but we used to pretend that this is a question directly taken from the dental pulse. So don't ever in your examination compare a question with the dental pulse. Okay, dental pulse question, the answer is this, or else MDS Conquer test series question, the answer is this. PP question, the answer is this. Don't ever do that. The tests what we are keeping here, or the power play books what we are providing, or the dental pulse what I am asking you to go through, or the discussions what the mentors are doing, is to build up a proper synopsis in your brain, a proper knowledge in your brain. So using this knowledge and with additional with your basic wisdom, you need to solve an MCQ. You need to go for the best option. That's what the preparation is. That's what this is the way you have to answer the question. Don't ever compare. This is the direct pick from there. This is the direct pick from the PP books. This is the direct pick from. Don't ever do that, because there may be better option. They're asking you to go for the best option, not a correct option, because correct options, there may be many correct options in a particular question, but there will be only best option. Choose the best option. So you need to think over this. I want you guys to do some sort of paperwork from next week examination, or at least like while you're going further, practice papers that are available on the MDS Conquer site. So do this paperwork. This make yourself, not speed, we already gained the speed. Now it's accuracy is more important. There will be sharp turns in the questions where you need to identify them. You should have a catchy look on this, and definitely there will be increasing the 5% of your score if you do this. Means totally for 240 questions, definitely a 15 marks increase in the score. That is more than enough to bank the best GDCs. Guys, I know you people, there are many people who are in and around 160 odds or 150 odds in examination. If you guys follow this technique, for sure you will go for something which is very decent enough. Okay, think over this. I want you guys to concentrate more on this. So last but not the least is how to manage the stress. So the first statement, avoid stressful situations. Okay, we can't avoid, because stress is the one which drives you, which makes you to study. So there is no point of avoiding the stressful situations. So I mean, I can just make this statement very simple. Avoid stressful situations means, for example, don't keep hectic tasks on you. That's what. If your task is too high, which is impossible, then it will be stressful. So don't ever do that. Like, okay, today I have given you you need to complete the blood synopsis. Let's make it like 5 pages of blood synopsis. Let's make it as give 1 hour to yourself. Okay, 1 hour, my target is these 5 pages, and you need to finish it off. So keep some small target, blast those small targets, and then go for the next part. Like for example, if you're planning to play Temple Run or Subway Surfers, don't ever keep, we don't ever keep, right? So I have to complete all the stages of Temple Run today itself. I have to do all the stages of Candy Crush today itself. We never keep such target. We keep it at least like this day I want to complete at least 1 level. So that's what you do. Give 1 hour time, give 5 pages, or give 100 MCQs, finish it off. Take a break of 10 minutes. Then after move to the next step. Level by level you have to keep your preparation. Don't ever keep like I have to complete dental pulse in 1 day. Don't do that. So in this way you can avoid the stressful situations and you can avoid the extremes. That is what the third point I was discussing now. Set a realistic goals which can be achievable. Don't keep something impossible like I have to do whole general anatomy shaurashia in one day. Impossible. No one can do that. I want to get 240 of 240 in the final exam. It's not realistic. No one will get. Even the paper setter will make 5 or 6 key mistakes. Even the paper setter will not get, keeping all the textbook and all the internet sources in front of them. So it is impossible. Don't ever do that. Don't ever keep an imaginary goals. Keep something which can be achievable. Like I want to be the All India first. Yes, achievable. I want to get 240 of 240. Impossible. I want to get All India first. Achievable. I want to make something a decent score. Achievable. I want to make the best score. Achievable. I want to get 100% of 100% in. It's not your 7th class or it's not your first or second kindergarten school where you can get 100 of 100. It's impossible. So keep something which is realistic, right? And set priorities. Means there is a rule called as an 80-20 rule, because 80% of the questions will come from the 20% of the syllabus. So your first priority is to identify those 20% of topics where 80% of questions are covered. So you need to give more importance to these 20% topics first of all. So once you're done with this 20%, you can go and move for the next 80%. So that's what I mean. And come on, let's find some good techniques to make yourself stress free. So that's what, chat with a good friend, make a good co-friend in the group. You can chat with them, you can share the stress levels, and you can just find some sort of relaxation if you are with your best friend, if you're good with your good friend who is preparing or traveling in the same boat. And next, have a good music. That's what I used to do while I was preparing. I used to have a headset on all the time while I was with the booking friend. And if I feel anything hard and tricky, I used to have a colorful notes where I used to fill with lots of colors, with different color sorts of things. So this color sort of things definitely is going to increase your perception of memory, one, and it's going to make your work more effective and more interesting. So try this few techniques. You can go for a movie every weekend once you're done with the exam, and you can have some sort of good music. You can talk with your good friend. Prefer travel in the same boat, means he or she should be preparing for the examination and should be always positive. If your friend gives a positive sense, take it. If they are negative, don't listen it. Ear with the left ear and just send it out with the right ear. So these are the few things that you have to make a note. So apart from this, I want you guys to have a good diet, because your health is very, very important. There are few cases where I have seen they have suffered from few illnesses in the last 2 and 3 months and spoiled the preparation. So your food is one of the important thing. I'm not asking you to go for a random food, but preferably take home food with a less oil and spices, decrease the spices. And few people who are in hostel particularly and who are not able to take the greeny leaf vegetables, who are not exposed to this category, you guys can take multivitamin tablets. Okay, every 2 or 3 days you can take one multivitamin, because antioxidants are the one which are very, very important during the stress levels. So this is where you can decrease these antioxidants, and I hope you know the vitamins associated with these antioxidants. You need to take those vitamins, and you need to have good sort of fruits, because these antioxidants are going to decrease the stress levels and increase the oxygen concentration in your body, which make yourself more effective in spending the time with book. That's what I used to get a calls last year and even now, like, sir, how many hours you sleep? No, don't compare with me, I'm not a human. I sleep for just 3.5 hours or max 4 hours per day. So it was habituated for me from past 3 years because of this MDS Conquer. So there is no other move, I can't escape. Yeah, I feel dizzy in the morning session, but I try to make myself active, but I'm not well enriched with these fruits or these multivitamins, but I used to tell them in such a way, like eat more fruits, so that they used to ping me, sir, we are getting sleepy. Particularly girls who used to stay at hostels, like we are not able to. I need to sleep at least 8 hours. Give me some techniques or give me some prescription that's going to increase or decrease my sleep so that I can increase my study hours. So a simple answer for this, like take more antioxidants, particularly fruits, vitamin C rich, and you can just have an enriched oxygen in you, so that you can spend more time with the books with less dizziness. So have good water, ample amount of water, drink more water, drink more fruits, take multivitamins, and stay tuned with all confidence and the willpower. Guys, we are born here to do something good, and we are not making any sort of fun or entertaining anyone here, right? We are working hard, we are studying hard, we are on the right platform, and we have some goals and priorities in our life. That with these things, you may end up at some point which is going to help you and your family to stand the best in the society. Okay, so the only thing that's going to stand with you from the birth to the death is your name. So you're born as something X. Now you have something besides your name, like Dr. X BDS. Now an additional degree is going to come. So that's what the MDS, and the preferred department and the preferred college, and what your life is going to be is all these 100 days. It may be simple, but you will know the value of these 100 days on the day of result. Please make these 100 days count in your life. I can proudly say that my preparation time is the best time, where I learned a lot. And now I'm enjoying you, and I'm enjoying from past 3 years. This is the third batch of mine. Lots of students, lots of love, lots of emotional exchange, lots of success, lots of failure, lots of disturbances. I enjoy each and every point because I love my preparation time. I am very passionate to my preparation time. So that passion has made me to start this. That passion has made me to motivate you all people. So this is what the life is. At the end, dentistry is nothing. Undergraduation, BDS is nothing. MDS is nothing. We are nothing to the world, right? We are nothing to the world, but we are something to ourselves, right? Your degree is more important. BDS is nothing here, but you have worked it for 5 years, and it is very important for you. MDS is nothing, but you have worked for 3 years. If you are ending your life as an MDS in the dentistry, through the counseling, your MDS through the counseling, it may be GDC or private, these preparation days are the beautiful days where you learn lots in the life, where you learn how to balance the things, how to balance the stress levels, how to go through. So get ready, make them count, that these days are going to be the best days of your life once you get the success in your hand. All the best. Stay tuned. Please like. If you feel any sort of doubts, you can comment me below, and please don't forget to subscribe it. All the best. Have a great day. I'm signing off, Dr. Sri, and you can ping me for any sort of doubts. My WhatsApp number is 9989427971, and for sure MDS is Conquer is going to bang the best number of GDCs and going to stand as the best online coaching center in India for this year. All the best, guys. Thank you.